guys from this group, and then another group that um I know a Navy vet friend is a part of. He was getting all pissed off. His wife got pissed off, so he had to leave the game early. I was like, "Oops, sorry,
Oh,
dude. I
no.
didn't mean to do that." He said, "That's not your fault." He said, "I was yelling at the game. The wife got upset because I yelled at the kids, and
Oh, shit.
I was like, you need to calm down, dude. It's a game. Chill. You're not in the Navy anymore."
Check it
He's in
out.
his mid-40s, though. He's a disabled vet like me. Poor guy.
Ah,
I said, no, I said the kids are homeschooled. See, that's your problem. My kids go to school, so I don't have to deal with it.
yeah. Alright, so
Yep.
I'm going to test this out and get you to 30. Um,
There we go.
Actually, I already went through. Um, I was telling you the pieces that I have on and why they make sense. I think I already did that with you.
Yeah, you did.
Okay, yeah. Clutch and Berserk and all that type of stuff.
Oh, shit. Hold
Now, rather than cut your game off, you can actually just go to YouTube and then type in Riley Computers and it should pop up. A
No,
wonderful.
I'm watching I think I'm watching the broadcast right now.
Okay, you see 489 on the screen, right?
Yep.
Okay, so, there we go. So, let me go into my gear and show you what I got working here. Okay, so, for talents, I'm using Safeguard, Restorative, Berserk, Clutch, Patience, Surgical. Okay. Now, Safeguard, killing a target grants 150% bonus to repairing and healing effects for 20 seconds. The way this Safeguard actually works when you get in and try it, because you're like, oh shit, okay, I'm gonna have, what happens is if I happen to be on a wall, I'm not gonna get any health until I kill this guy. Once I kill him, then the healing effects actually take place.
Ah,
Okay. Just running up and trying to kill him, you aren't going to try to kill somebody and try to hit a chem launcher at the same time to try to help you. That takes
right.
time, gives them more time to shoot you.
Yeah.
All right, so restorative adds 10% health on kill. I haven't really seen that happen, but I guess it works. I didn't choose that one; it just happened to be on the same piece. All right, now the way Berserk works is it says 10% weapon damage, for every 10% of your armor that's depleted. So as I'm getting shot, my weapon damage is going up. My current weapon damage is only like 7,000. Okay, toggle weapons, no layout. What's the difference? Okay, yeah. My current weapon, I don't have it on normalized. Okay, so, alright, so it's 7,000. So that's not a lot. I've had 84,000. That's why I'm 7,000 ain't shit. But I don't have to worry too much about that because as my armor's being depleted, my weapon damage is going up. Okay? And then you have clutch. Critical hits restore 15% of health, which is the orange bar. Okay? And 2% of your armor. 2% of your armor, it's the 2% is 2% of the total amount of armor that you have. So that's 2% of 175,000, which is a lot, but when you're looking at the bars, it takes forever to go up. Let me hit scan on this one. All right, patience being in cover for 3 seconds repairs your armor by 5% for every 1 second. Okay.
Oh.
Surgi- Surgical, I'm only using to be able to get my crit chance to 60%. If you look down here, it's at 60. It's actually over 60. And 60 is what I want. Now, if my crit damage could go up, that'd be great. I can play with my build, but I was really trying to get that, get the right piece. Well, I was trying to get the right pieces. That didn't work out too good. But at least get the right talents. So I can get my crit damage up. For now, I don't really have to worry about it too much because my crit damage goes up also. That's where, in rhythm strain, right here, strain, which is on my weapon. It says 10% critical hit damage is gained every 5% of my armor that is depleted. So as my armor goes down, my weapon damage goes up and my crit damage goes up. Okay, so they work in tandem with one another.
Right.
Okay, and also on I have Ranger. Every 5 millimeters 5 meters, 5 millimeters, damn. 5 meters, which is like, what, 7 feet or something? 7.5 feet. It's 2.5 feet for every meter, right? Something like that. Anyway,
Something like that.
for every 5 meters I'm away, my weapon damage goes up by 2%. Not a lot, but that's 2% of whatever my weapon damage is. Okay, so the higher my weapon damage number is, the better that is on that. Optimize, don't really care about. Nothing else makes a difference. Allegro is great because it improves the speed. My object is to get as many crit shots as I can, as fast as I can, so I don't have to worry about my health. The 10% helps. Nothing else on here. The only 2 good talents I have, well, 3 good talents I have, is strain. Well, 4 if you want to count the extra mag capacity. That's great. So you got strain, extra mag, ranger, and Allegro are great talents to have. There's others, but they work in tandem. So safeguard is going to give me my armor back when I'm on the wall. Okay. Well, I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. Patience is going to give me my armor back. Patience gives me my armor back. Safeguard gives me my health back. The way that I get my health back is either, kill somebody while I'm in, I prefer to do it in cover. And my health is restored by clutch when it works. It's supposed to work all the time. It doesn't work all the time. Because what I have to do is lose my armor and then play with my orange bar. Now, at 58,000, 2 shots will kill me for health. I want to get my health up to about 95 or above. So I got work to do there. Now, the way that I'm going to do that is when I go back to my build, I have to have 5 in order for strain to work. All right, let's go back. Strain is 5 or less, so I can't have more than 5. Okay, and patience, I can have 7 or more. So I can have pretty much, as long as my offensive isn't more than 5, I'm great. So I can have 5 and 12 or 5 and whatever. I just need to make sure I don't have more than 5. So I need to, and those 5 I'm currently using just for crit chance. As I go through my gear, I'll realize I don't need all 5 for crit chance. I'll be able to take off one of the crit chance ones and put, 15% weapon damage on it or something like that. Now, if you pick the right pieces, I'll be great. See, this is how I got to, health. It's 8%, but it's only for one piece. If you look up here where it says Murakami, just having one piece is going to give me 8%. I'm not worried about hazard protection. I'm not worried about Firefly, none of that shit. So if you can get a Murakami with health already on it, that's health plus the 8%. I only need one of those. All right, the Gilligard gear set gives me 5% armor. So I have no Gilligard right now. But if I was to change to one, which I don't think I have one here. Let's see, gotta have one. No, I don't have one here. What was I just in? Knee pass. Alright, so see when I go down there, it switches. Now, if this one didn't say bonus armor, because by me changing the piece, I'm losing that 4,800 health that I had. You see what I'm saying? So you take the 95,000, add the 4, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. So I need one of these, because all I'm worried about, all I want out of it is armor. And then one Murakami, which is going to give me health. And then one Sokolov piece, because I'm using an SMG. And I doubt if I have one of those. That looks like a bird. Don't have, not this kind of bird. Like the bird's actually flying. Let's go over here. No birds. There you go, right there on top. So Sokolov piece, one of those pieces gives me 10% SMG damage. Now, it would be nice for me to get my numbers and be able to have two on there, two pieces, because then I'll get the extra 8% crit. If I could have two of those, then I can actually take crit off of my attributes. But that's not actually what I want to do. What I want to do is get 3 of these, which are Providence, okay? And the reason why I want the 3 Providence is, boom, I get the health, so I get 8% more of health, and also get weapon damage, which is 5%. 5% doesn't look like that much, but it's going to be 5% based on whatever your total is. So, right now, if I were to remove that piece and go back to my gear, weapon damage is 7,000. Okay, 7,700. I don't know why that damn number changed. Okay, so we'll go back here. Okay, yeah. So where did I put that Sokolov piece at? I mean Providence piece. Oh, I have to have 3 of them on. Damn it. Okay, that's 1. You kidding me? That's 2. I need 1 more. I know I don't have a glove. I better not have a knee pad. Nope, I don't have one. Well, pretty sure I got one there. There we go. So if I put that piece on,
character.
Remember, my weapon damage was at 77 or something like that, right? So I put that on. Okay, now you see why I don't want to do that. You see how far my health jumped down, and that's because where it says bonus armor, my armor went up a little bit, but I really need the health. Bad part about armor right now is somebody runs up on you and explodes, everything's gone. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I've been noticing that certain pieces of armor you actually go into the red.
Yeah,
As far
and
as
the bad,
health and stuff.
the other time when we were playing, I told you I had 206, and somebody, one of them damn drones would blow up on your ass, and all my armor was gone. I was like, damn, I should be able to take 1 or 2 hits. I ain't gonna just wipe it all out with 1 shot,
Yep.
I'm like, it's the same as if I had lower, when I had like 121 or something. I said, fuck that. Armor didn't make a difference. Then I tried the gear score thing, because everybody was talking about, oh, you need all 500 pieces. I think I had the perfect piece for you right here. Okay, here you go. And that piece doesn't do anything. Okay, here you go. So this one is 500. It has 41,000 armor. Okay.
Yeah.
And if you see on the bottom, I also have an armor bonus of 12,000. Okay. So if it's counting that, but the piece itself says 41,000 and 41K. This piece here doesn't have a bonus on it. Doesn't have an armor bonus on it. So it's not counting that. And it says I have 44. So my lower piece has more armor on it.
Yeah, I was telling somebody else too. I said, like, don't always look at the score, because you always gotta look at the stats of the stuff you're putting on. Because you can have a lower score and still have a pretty high damage or high health on some of your gear.
Exactly.
Like,
So
even though
now,
you're 25, say you can have a like level 21 and it still be better than a level 25 piece. Depending
yeah.
on what it is.
So now
And
when I,
he's like, oh yeah. I was like, oh yeah.
so
I
we
started
went,
catching on to that when I was messing with my gear.
yeah, some people actually look at the numbers.
I always look at the numbers.
And then so for weapon
Well,
damage,
I was listening to you when you said critical hit chance and stuff like that. So when I've been looking at my gear and before I go out, I always check my gear and see what's available, see what I have. I don't always switch it out. See what I can use, what actually counts. I don't really care about the level per se. I'm always gonna get like different level stuff as I go up in missions.
yeah, my guy was 466 for my gear score, and I could survive at 466. And then when I went down, I was just looking, okay, the pieces that I had all the talents that I wanted. I just didn't have
Yep.
any health on it, so I just needed to add health to it.
Right.
And that's what I'm working on now. So the object build for me, to tell the truth, the 5% weapon damage isn't really worth running 3 pieces for. You know, because I only gain what, a 7,700 to 81 is actually what's 5, right? 7,700, 9, 10, 11, 12. No, I didn't even gain that. What the fuck? 7,000. I only went up by. Oh, what are the numbers? Don't make sense. Alright, that part's good. Let's go here. Clear. 7,775. What's 8,101 equals. I went up, putting the 3 pieces on to get the 5%. I went up by 336 points. Whoop-de-doo. I can grab. Now you see it said 8,000, 1,100. Hold on, let's go back there. 8111, yep. Okay, so, and then I go back to what I had, which would be here, here, and that one. Okay, and now it should say 75 or 77, right? Yep, 7725. So that's not a big improvement. When I want to raise my weapon damage, I go to my gear and find a piece that has weapon damage on it, which is probably not going to be here. It's probably going to be my knee pads. Nope. Damn, really? Probably knee pads because I don't need weapon damage on my knee pad. You kidding me? There you go. That's 3%. Well, with shits and giggles, let's put that bitch on. And then we'll go over here. And 3% weapon damage takes me up to 7,900, which is what, 200 and... That was 25, so that's 221. 6, 5, 21. Yep, 221. So if I could use one piece that has it, that's only 3%. If I could find one piece that has weapon damage, why would I want to run 3 pieces to get the same numbers? Alright? Now,
character.
That sounds like it makes sense, right? So, watch if I do this. This is why I would want to do the 3 pieces. Because, one, I'm going to get the 8% health. Okay? And the weapon damage. I ain't really worried about skill power right now. But I'm going to get the health. Now, what I would have to determine is, let's go back to what my gear set is. Let's do that one. And let's see what my health is. My health is at 58. So, if I take this piece off, the Murakami gives me 8%. Oh, really? Is that shit stacking? Because there's no health on this. So if I put that on, that's 41. If I add that, then that's about 8%. Let's see if I can find one more Murakami. Let me find out that shit stacks. No, see, it's not stacking. See, because I have 3 pieces on, with 2 pieces on, because what's that? I have 2,000 health on there. Actually, it might be stacking. Let's see. It's 26. 8% of 58,000 is more than 2,000. Let's see. 58,000. 790.
You are no longer in a group.
Uh,
Backup request.
times 0.08 equals. Shit. It should be higher than that. That should have got 4,703 by adding another 8%. So it's not actually increasing my health. So once you have one, there's no need for another one. Just one. And just other pieces that you get have health put on them. Alright, let's do that one more time. Alright, so our goal today is to get your ass to 30.
Ugh, feeling like crap today.
News. Social.
I love
Plan.
allergies and being sick at the same time.
Oh wow.
I was sick the other day too.
You ever heard of this stuff called kombucha?
Yeah, I have.
Okay.
I haven't tried it yet.
Now, kombucha, the GTS version. I don't have your number, otherwise I'd take a picture and send you a picture of the bottle. But kombucha, GTS, and you live in Washington State, so.
Yep. We have it over here. Definitely.
You all don't have a Safeway, right?
Yeah, we do. We have
Okay.
we have Safeway, Albertsons. They're the same, actually.
You have a Wegmans and a Whole Foods.
I think we have a Whole Foods.
Okay. Either one of those stores will sell it. Safeway sells it. If they're not out of it. But you want the Gingerade, if you have allergies, Gingerade kombucha that says Gingerade on it, and it has to say GTS. And what it does is it has probiotics in it, and it's apple cider vinegar, which, pushes everything out of your system. Oh, yeah. And it's better than, I wouldn't say, it's not better than like Mother's or what's the other one called? What is that other one called? Mother's is one and there's another one. That's extremely good, but it's like too good. Like you take a teaspoon of that shit. And
So little goes a long way.
yeah, you got dry mouth and stomach's all twisted and shit. But it doesn't have any probiotics in it. So what makes this one work for me is it has the probiotics in it.
Yeah, I usually take probiotics because of my H. pylori that I got from Iraq. Helps my stomach because I got stomach issues.
Oh wow.
And I got more than just that, but that's just one.
Yeah, if you get H. pylori, they give you like all these antibiotics that you're supposed to be taking.
Yeah, it's in my blood now. They can't get rid of it.
Oh
Actually,
shit.
embedded itself. I've had it so long now. I did get the antibiotics when I first got back from Iraq, and they were trying to treat it, but like that just treats the symptoms. My sister got it and she cured it, but I've had mine for like years, and now they're like, oh well, you got stuff in your blood now, and you're kind of fucked. Like, geez, thanks.
Yeah, for you definitely need the now the probiotics. What that's going to do is help you with your stomach. Okay, but the probiotics doesn't clear anything out of your system. Okay, now
It does help with like the symptoms and stuff.
right.